Hi, I'm David Burrows-Park from Front Page Advantage, and today you're going to learn how to make educated budgeting decisions with your Google AdWords account, covering everything from how to work out what you receive from your budget and how to make educated budgeting decisions right from the start about how to split your budget within the account. So to carry this out, you're going to be using some of the information that you generated while you did your keyword research, namely the search term volume and the cost per click for all of the keywords. So if you haven't got this information, you're going to need to go back a couple of videos to watch the one on keyword research, and this will help you with that part of the process. So in order to work out how to allocate your budget across your campaigns within Google Ads, the best process is as follows. For each keyword in any of your campaigns, you need to take the cost per click and times that by the volume of searches, and then you're going to need to add up the total of that for each of the keywords in your campaign to give you the total campaign cost. So this makes the assumption that you're going to get 100% click-through rate in generating that number, which obviously isn't going to be the case. But in terms of working out how to split your budget, unless you're expecting a massive variation in the click-through rate on each campaign, having it standardized at 100% is absolutely fine. So then once you've worked out the cost, if you're kind of looking to get an indicator of how much each campaign could cost, if you assume a 5% click-through rate, so 5% of that number is a rough indicator of what you could expect to spend on any given campaign as a kind of a maximum, so to speak. And then we now need to have a couple of variables that we need to factor in when deciding how to best split the budget. They are the chance of conversion for each click and then the value of that conversion. So for this part of the process, what you're going to want to do is think of, for each click, what is going to be the least likely campaign that's going to convert for you. And for that campaign, you're going to want to times that by just 1. And then for each of your other campaigns, what you're going to need to do is think about how much more likely that campaign is to convert than the original one that you've times by 1. And then if you think it's, say, 20% more likely to convert than the least likely one, you want to times that by 1.2, 50%, 1.5. If you think it's 3 times more likely, times it by 3. The important thing to remember is always to be thinking how much more likely is this campaign to convert than that of the one that I think is the least likeliest. And then once you've worked out what number goes in that part of the equation, you then need to think about the value of the conversion. So again, a similar process to what we did for the chance. Take the campaign where you think the conversion value for this is going to be the least valuable, and then that's going to be the one you're going to be timesing by 1. And then for each campaign that has a more valuable conversion to it than that one, you're going to want to do the same. If it's 20% more valuable to you, times it by 1.2. 60% times it by 1.6. 3 times more likely, times it by 3. And again, it's the one that you think has the lowest value conversion. How much more is it worth to you, that conversion, than the one at the lowest value? Just a point, just to clarify, these two campaigns that has the lowest chance of conversion and the lowest value of conversion don't have to be the same. It'd be surprising if they were the same. So yeah, that has hopefully cleared up that part for you, and that then generates for you the total campaign cost adjusted for conversions. And then once you've got that number for each of your campaigns, you can then add them all up to generate this number here, which is as such the sum of all campaigns. So then to work out how much of your budget you should be spending on each campaign, if you get this number here for any one of your campaigns and divide it into the sum of all of those numbers from all of the campaigns and times that by 100, that will give you the percentage of your PPC budget that you should spend on any given campaign. So there you have it. That is the best way to allocate your budget within your Google Ads account. Now I do appreciate this is quite a scientific and mathematical way, but as money is as such numbers, it's really the best way to be. So I hope this has helped, and if you would like any further help in understanding this process and how it would work in your account, or anything else in regards to AdWords, do give us a call or leave a comment in the comment section below, and be more than happy to help. And do subscribe to the channel to get further updates.